morning. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I've just landed in Islamabad. It's about 10 degrees cooler than when I got on the bus, which is a very welcome change. The city's lush green and quite temperate. I'm on a kind of like motorway bit now, but there's trees everywhere. I can see mountains in the background, and yeah, it's gorgeous. I've got to wait a few hours to check into my guest house, so I'm on my way to a McDonald's to just sit around for a few hours in aircon, and I'll get a coffee and probably a dirty little egg McMuffin. Off we go. Salutations, dear friends. As you join me, I'm about to properly start my cycle. I've been in Pakistan at this point for a couple of weeks and have been travelling on trains. I was in Karachi and then Rahim Yakan. And as I get to Islamabad, I ended up spending about a week there to edit. And then it was time to officially start my cargo bike trip across Asia. My plan was cycling north from Pakistan's capital, Islamabad, up into the Himalayas, aiming vaguely for Skardu or somewhere in Kashmir. And this is my first full day of cycling. Enjoy. Thank you, brother. Yes. No problem. Enjoy. See you again, maybe. Bye-bye. It's 5:30, the sun's setting, and I haven't reached a settlement yet. I've seen on Google Maps there's apparently like public campgrounds. I don't know, it depends how busy they are, but I'm going to back round to look at one of them. I expected to get to Abtabad today, which is still 70k away, and I've only done a measly 27. I'll do 30 by the end of the day. Yeah, just underestimated the steep elevation. Some of these roads are mad. I've been pushing my bike a lot of the day. Yeah, onwards. There are 3 different campgrounds listed along this road. and this is the last one. None of them exist. I don't know if people list things on Google Maps for a laugh or I have no idea. I'm gonna have a little look around because I need somewhere to camp right now. It's sun's going down. This is the flat spot, but I don't want to be visible from the road. That's a bit bait. Wow. Hi. Do you know if there's a guest house or like a camping around here?
Guest house?
Yeah.
Island.
Over? Oh, this one?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Shukriyan. I know, this is what they were suggesting. That's going to be like crazy expensive. I can't afford that. No. Just looked at the prices, it's like 80 quid a night. That's insane for Pakistan. I'm going to try Forest Rest House. That doesn't sound too crazy. Apparently people have camped there, so we'll see what that's like, or if there's someone around I can hide. The cassette's bent away from the wheel. This could even be like a back to Islamabad job. I managed to get the chain out, stuck from behind the cassette. But I need to be very careful. Hang on. Because it can fall down again to the back. If it isn't already fucked, because that will have pushed the cassette out from being connected to the wheel. Anyway, I don't really have time to ponder. I need to find somewhere to stay. Very shortly after recording this clip, I was pushing my bike up the hill, and two men in a kind of regular car stopped me. They were wearing long black Islamic robes and they asked for my passport. I couldn't exactly make an escape because I've got my very heavy bike with me. And then one of the guys says they're the police, but they don't look like police at all. There's no uniform, there's no police car. I've seen the Pakistani police before, obviously in other cities. They asked to see my passport and I tried to walk away as they weren't speaking English, just kind of pretending I don't really understand. And then one of them grabbed me and I decided to give my passport because I didn't have much option. One of the police officers who spoke like a tiny bit of English told me that this province, KPK or Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, was far too dangerous to travel and I need to go back to Islamabad immediately, tonight. I said, it will take me 7 hours to go back to Islamabad. Surely that is less safe than me staying somewhere and trying to go back tomorrow. My plan was to try and contact the British Embassy and get, objective information about what I could and couldn't do at this point. After they wasted an hour taking my documents, taking multiple photos and sending it and, all the rest, I eventually talked them into letting me try and stay at one of these hotels nearby and then I can go tomorrow. They eventually let me go and I went to the hotel up the hill to see if I could stay there. I've got a fucking tennis court, so this is going to be really expensive. A tennis court that's been dug into the mountain, perfectly squared. Shit. Wildcard option is I just try and hide with a tent in some of the rubble, but I've already been seen by the people who work here, so yeah. I eventually went to the management of the hotel and after yet another hour of time wasted, they eventually gave me the price of, I think it was 35,000 rupees, which is about £100. There's obviously no one else there, it's completely deserted. And they wouldn't let me camp or there weren't any other options apart from paying the inflated price for the room. One of the workers there took pity on me and invited me to his house, and he lived 5 minutes away. Nothing is said in English. We're talking through kind of gestures, and I think I know what's going on, but that's all I can do. They told me to leave my bike there. I don't know why, but they said, you have to leave your bike here. And I said, okay. So we walked down to this guy's place, and I had a lovely dinner there. That was really, really nice. Thank you so much.
No issue.
We're about to
Honor
eat
for us.
some. Thank you. We're about to eat some delicious dal. And we've got mint sauce and vegetables.
Vegetable.
And,
That's all.
But then an hour later, the manager of the hotel calls my phone, and I think, I've never given my phone number to anyone here. How on earth does he have my number? And then it clicked that they got my phone number from the police, and now there's an issue about my bike being there. So I had to go back up to the hotel, but then they said, no, stay here because the police are coming to get you now because you're not allowed to be at someone's house. And then the guy that's invited me to his house to stay over is then like sweating and worried because he thinks he's going to get in trouble with the police. The police that turned up ended up speaking very good English and were legends, so that was a massive relief. It was nothing like the experience I had earlier, and they told me to come up to the police station and I could spend the night there. And obviously there'd been no trouble for the guy that invited me around his house. The only problem at this point was I had to follow their motorbike up the mountain to get to the very top of the mountain to the police station, and at the end of the night, I'd had a long night. I had no energy to do that. I don't have much energy left. Yeah. So I can continue through KPK?
Yeah, this route is really safe. This route will lead to the Lora Chowk, and then you can go to that kebab.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all safe, no issue. There was no issue, no security issues. You can enjoy anything.
Yes.
Only in night, only if you want to stay there. Hotels are very, very expensive, you know. That's why you can. We take you to there. The place was cold where you were camping. Where you were camping, it was cold place. That's why you are taking.
In the middle of night, it was too cold.
The weather is too cold.
Oh, no, it's fine for me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
In England, I think it is much colder than
Yeah.
here.
The police are now saying it's safe, and the only reason they came to get me from that guy's house was it was too cold for me to camp outside. So I don't know what to believe anymore. But the place that they provided at the police station for me to stay was amazing. It was its own kind of guest house, and I was incredibly lucky. So thank you if any of them watch this.